Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aries for the month of July. We are already doing readings for the month of July, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Aries. In the past position, we've got the Emperor, clarified by the Knight of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have the King of Cups, clarified by the Empress. In the present position, we have the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Wands. And in the future outcome position, we have the Five of Swords, clarified by the High Priestess. Very interesting spread. We haven't had one like this in a while, but definitely the month of July is going to be absolutely stunning for you. Please make sure to leave comments about how the month of July went for you. It also helps me connect with your energies as well. But if we start from the beginning, in the past, we've got the Emperor. I really like the Emperor because when he appears in the spread, he brings a lot of power. The Emperor is a ruler. He is an authority figure. He is someone who has been through a lot. He has overcome many different challenges successfully, so he sits on his throne rightfully. He has earned it. He has, paid all the dues that he had to. And so he brings with him a lot of discipline. He brings with him a lot of, conservative traditions. He also brings with him structure and logic and reasoning. All those elements are important in pursuing goals and achieving dreams. And I like that the Emperor is in the past position because to me it suggests that in the past you had someone who brought an ability for you to make the right decision when facing a situation. You had someone who taught you, how to be successful in life. You had someone who was able to guide you through big changes in your life and be kind of at the top of the game, which kind of also became a part of your identity as well and gave you that ability to be fearless, even if you will. Someone who gave you and showed you by example how to have energy, how to have force, how to have drive in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And I like that the Emperor here is clarified by the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands, he's all about following his heart. He's all about understanding that having a passion in life is very important. He's also someone who understands that ambition is also very useful, as it will get you far, and it helps you kind of create that determination as well, which helps in life as far as achieving goals and dreams. So definitely this is a really powerful combination, and it's a reminder that in life you can also achieve authority and achieve that power, that control over something that's truly important to you. Now in the obstacle position, we have the King of Cups clarified by the Empress. So right away this tells me that things at home may not be going super easy for you at this time. When we have the King of Cups in the challenging position, he's not very good at expressing his feelings or staying calm in a situation that may, be tense or stressful. There may be a relationship that isn't going the way you'd like it to go, and so as a result you're maybe internalizing your emotions. Maybe you're not expressing your feelings freely the way you would express them in a normal situation. Perhaps you're lacking in coping skills, especially if there's a situation or a relationship that's not going the way you'd like it to go. And remember, the King of Cups is also an authority figure, so he definitely poses a significant obstacle, if you will. Now, sometimes the King of Cups can suggest that your feelings in the challenging position, when the King of Cups appears in the challenging position, he can sometimes suggest that your feelings are out of balance a little bit, that you are feeling too much, like you're needing too much attention, or perhaps you're feeling too much guilt over something. There's a specific feeling that maybe not being addressed and maybe not being worked through, and so as a result there's lack of balance that may be happening for you in the month of July. Sometimes the King of Cups also likes to be overly controlling as well, and that can kind of alienate people, which is important to remember. The Empress in the clarifying position suggests to me that you may be allowing anxiety and worry take over some aspects of your life, particularly something at home is making you feel anxious, is making you feel worried. It's important to kind of remember to take the time to listen to your emotions, to observe your emotions, to address your emotions, so that you can restore the balance and bring that peaceful healing back into your life. So please be aware of that in the month of July, dear Aries. Now, in the present position, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles here is clarified by the Ten of Wands. Very interesting. You're trying to hold on to something. You're trying to hold on to something that you realize or see as stability, because pentacles are stability. Pentacles are represented by the earth element, and earth is of course stability and security, because it's, it doesn't move easily, unlike water or air or fire. Earth kind of stays there, it doesn't move. So when you have the Four of Pentacles in the present position, to me it suggests that you're trying to hold on to something. It could be a situation, it could be a relationship, and you're holding on too tightly, even though it's weighing quite heavily on you, because you've got the Ten of Wands, which is a card of a burden. But definitely the Four of Pentacles suggests that maybe you are saving some money because you're not feeling security when it comes to finances. It could be that you are, wanting recognition, you're wanting to be praised and recognized for something that you did, and so you're kind of holding on perhaps to a particular project or to a particular job, when you know that it does not bring anything to you. In fact, it creates more damage than brings abundance. And it does look like it's weighing quite heavily on you, because the Ten of Wands only appears when you're feeling that immense pressure, and that's what the Ten of Wands does. You're experiencing pressure to keep going and keep holding on to a relationship or to a situation, because perhaps you identify or perceive that if you continue holding on to that situation, then things will work out for you. But it's important to remember that your reality is your perception. Your mind is actually the ultimate control. So the thoughts that you experience on a daily basis is what decides ultimately your fate in this world. When you experience more positive thoughts, your life, everything around you starts to take a better, you start to experience a much better life, if you will. When your thoughts are negative, and it's very difficult to break that pattern, especially when you experience unfairness, especially when you experience childhood trauma, especially when you don't address uncomfortable emotions, or when you kind of suppress them or try to mask them as something else. It's important to realize that your reality is your perception, and your perception comes from the thoughts that you may be experiencing. When you take your mind back, when you control your mind, rather than allowing unhealthy habits to be in control of your mind, when you take control of your mind, then is when you are able to achieve things that you want to see in your life, and manifest things as well into this three-dimensional reality and into our physical world. Now, in the future outcome position, we do have the Five of Swords clarified by the High Priestess. The Five of Swords, I will be very honest with you, is a card of conflict. Not very many people, of course, like this sword because it does create a little bit of disagreement between other people. We do see these people kind of putting down their swords and walking away, and we see that this person is holding on to the three swords. So this card of conflict suggests that while you may have your victory, it will be a hollow victory, meaning that you may take a hit when it comes to your reputation. You may not come across as very credible or very respected, but you will win the argument and you will win the conflict, which is ultimately, of course, your intention, because the Five of Swords is a card of winning at all costs. If it means playing dirty, then this person in this card will, of course, do that as well, which I don't, recommend. But usually when the Five of Swords appears in a reading, it's a bit of a warning from the divine to keep your cards close to your chest. Don't share your plans. Don't share your strategies. Don't share details about what you want. Keep things to yourself. July 2021 is not the time to be vulnerable. It's not the time to open up. It's not the time to share. It's the time to work quietly on your own dreams and goals, and making sure that you maintain that high vibration, making sure that you maintain a lot of positive thoughts. And it is can be very hard work, but we also have the High Priestess here in the clarifying position. The High Priestess suggests that you need to focus on your intuition. Another thing that High Priestess suggests to us is, because she has this moon lying at her feet, this crescent moon, it suggests to me that don't, trust your eyes necessarily. Trust your other instincts. You have, other senses like listening. You have other senses like, smelling or touching, or, employ all those other senses in order to help you make a decision. Because sometimes what the eyes see can be deceiving. And when we have the moon show up, the eyes are not very trustworthy because shadows can play tricks on us. It's important to remember to kind of follow your intuition, to listen to your inner voice, and make sure that you don't share too much information in the month of July. But let's see what we can clarify with the two energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we have Patience and Angel of Love. Wonderful cards. I know people don't really like the Patience card because we're all conditioned to want to have instant gratification right away in our life. We want the relationship to be the best right away. We want, to have the biggest bank accounts. We want to have the biggest praise at work and what have you. But it's important to remember that life happens for us. And when we have the patience, it means that the universe is realigning. And sometimes the universe realigns for many different reasons. One of the reasons is that in order for you to receive the reward that you want, you have to be well prepared for it. Patience basically tells us that we need to let go of that desperation. We need to let go of that attachment to outcome. We need to just let go, because that is the biggest catalyst for manifesting things into our life. And of course, the Angel of Love is a reminder that love is all around you. Love takes many different forms. It doesn't just have to be, between a parent and a child, or between two romantically involved people. It can be, love of a hobby, love of a pet, love of travel, love of specific location. I mean, it could be many different things, but of course the most important love is love of self. When you appreciate yourself, when you take the time to heal, to realign your spirit, your mind, your body, when you take the time to balance your divine feminine, to balance your divine masculine, you're able to manifest things things into this world. You're able to fulfill your journey because, after all, the divine honors you. You are the God particle. And so, of course, the divine wants the best for you, but sometimes our perceptions get in our way. So it's important to remember and be aware. Let's see what we can clarify with the two mystical wisdom cards. And we've got creative wonderment, follow your passion, and celebration. Let go and have fun. I love that. There's definitely going to be an incredible celebration in the month of July. So, put on those dancing shoes and dance like no one is watching. Enjoy yourself. Let go. It is important to have moments to celebrate. It is important to remember that we are here for a very short time. So levity is important. Appreciation of, people and art and, our environment is also important because it gives us that extra depth that we need. So definitely there's a lot to look forward to in the month of July. And I really like this beautiful card. I like how she walks on this piano up the stairs, and I like her beautiful dress. But definitely follow your passion. When you follow your passion, when you follow your heart, you create amazing things, and people benefit as well as yourself benefit from that. Passion can lead to many unexpected, spontaneous things that enrich our lives. Passion is there because it's exceptionally powerful. Remember that the heart is the largest and the most powerful organ in our body. I don't know if it's the largest, but I know it's the most powerful organ in our body, and it sends out that really strong electromagnetic signal. So it's important to remember that the vibration you feel when you're following your heart, when you're experiencing passionate feelings, it elevates you and it helps you achieve your dreams and your goals so much faster. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. I certainly enjoyed doing it for you. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I'll see you next time.